already pointed out, Native Americans have real problems: poverty, domestic abuse, high suicide rates. In fact, listen to what one Virginia tribal chief had to say about President Obama's support to change the name. Take a listen.
Why would my president say that's offensive to him? What's offensive to me is this. We have 11 state-recognized tribes, and he hasn't done one thing to get those tribes federally recognized.
What are you guys doing for the Native Americans that you care about to eradicate a lot of the other issues that are weighing on their mind?
I can tell you what your side of the aisle is doing to them.
No, I asked you the question.
Are you kidding?
I asked you the question.
Just a moment.
It's dependency
Did she
on
ask
the
you or
welfare
did she
state.
ask me?
It's
No,
dependency
but
on
you're
the
not
welfare state.
answering the question.
But I am going to answer it. This has nothing to do with the Congress of the United States. And by your beginning this discussion with making it look as though the hometown team and the Congress are the same thing, you are indeed conflating.
No, I'm
the politics.
saying
The
that
politics.
Native Americans have real problems
and you know
that
what?
are being ignored.
And you will find that overwhelmingly they vote for Democrats.
May I ask you a question? Oh, sure. If Obama has weighed in on this issue, as you know, and he says if he owned the team, he would change the name. He's president of the country. The Bureau of Indian Affairs is still called the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Stanford changed their name from Indians to Cardinal. How come President Obama hasn't done something about that, since he's so sensitive to the concerns about Native Americans?
Not being called Indian.
Oh, yes, they do. Stanford changed their name because the name was deemed to be offensive by some people.
The name of the largest organization is the Council of American Indians. We're talking now about a slur.
Sure, yeah.
That justifies that.
Stanford changed their name because it was perceived to be a slur, Eleanor. That's why I'm raising it.
Okay, good. So you asked the question, and look, we actually have learned a lot because of this controversy. It turns out that American Indian and Native American, there's still development there on those terms, but there's no development when it comes to this question of redskin. And my question for you, and this is a very serious question, I can't think of any other ethnic group that we would be having this debate about if there were an ethnic slur against them. For instance, if there were a group that had the N-word in it, or if there was a group that insulted any other ethnic group.
You really think they're the same?
Yes, in fact,
President Obama, as you know, weighed in on this and says he feels the name is offensive, as I just now said. When the Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup in hockey, he invited them to the White House. If anybody said anything at all about the name Blackhawk being a slur, I must have missed it.
No, but it's not,
we're not talking about Blackhawks. Redskins is what we're talking about.
Redskins is in the dictionary. I mean, this is not something that some liberals made up. Redskins is in the dictionary as a derogatory term. So all these other terms we can talk about later. But I'm really concerned, would you accept a group to be a sports team to be named the N-word? You wouldn't accept that, would you?
I don't think the two are the same, Van. They're not even the same.
So you're going to determine what's a slur? The dictionary says it's a slur. The 150 tribes say it's a slur, but you're going to say it's not a slur.
One more time, a poll in March of this year by the AP said that only 11% felt that the name should be changed. That means 89% of them either liked it or didn't have an opinion whatsoever.